is going on, gamers? This is Virginia, the Buckeye Gamer, back with an amazing haul today. Now, I want to put a little disclaimer in the video. I actually had different plans for this video today. What I wanted to do, and I actually did several little clips throughout this whole, I guess you could call it, adventure. I was going to make it like, record a little bit of me in my car, which, I had my cell phone attached to the steering wheel, so I wasn't trying to hold it and film at the same time. Thankfully, because that would have been downright dangerous. And then I shot a little bit when I was in the parking lot just to show you the store entrance. And then we were going to go inside, look around at games and everything, and I was going to talk about, this and that. And then show off my haul when I got home. But I tried editing all those videos together. It didn't work out. So I just decided, I'll just go ahead and just film the haul, because what I could have probably done is just uploaded the haul portion of my video, but a lot of stuff I said in there wouldn't make sense without the other clips. So I'm just going to start over and then try to work out all the bugs for next time. So the first thing I'm going to show off is actually a first in my collection. I've never owned one before, but today I got my very first Japanese import PS1 game. Now this one is translated as SD, I think it's SD Gundam G Century is what it's called. But yeah, it's a mobile, well, I don't know if it's called Mobile Suit Gundam, but it is a Gundam game. That's a very popular franchise in Japan, or at least it was at one time. But it's like a, robot mech, I guess you could call it like a fighting, shooting type game. I don't know, you can take a look at the art back here. I'm sorry for the reflection there. But I can just take a look. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the ability to actually play this because the PS1 and PS2 systems are region locked. So in order to play this, I would either have to get a Japanese, I'll probably go with the Japanese PS2, or another option would be, and these are actually a little more difficult to find, the PS2 and 3 had test units, and they were like developer kits and debug machines and different things like that were region free. And of course, since the PS2 and then the original fat model PS3 was backwards compatible. Well, actually, no, the original fat model PS3 had PS2 backwards compatibility. All PS3s can play PS1 games, but I digress. So, for right now, I'm going to begin the lookout. I'm probably just going to get a Japanese PS2 because that'll be far less expensive. Those test units go for at least $300, sometimes more. But anyway, I'm excited. I would really love to get more PS1 and 2 Japanese imports and even PAL imports. Because the store I actually bought these from do get imports in every now and again. I actually do have some import games for the Switch, which I'll probably show off when I do more in-depth collection videos. But anyway, so my next one, the last bit here are going to be Xbox 360 games. But my next one is an RPG called Enchanted Arms. Now, I did a little research as I was going through the store just to make sure, because I don't have an Xbox 360 currently. I had to make sure that these were all backwards compatible with the Xbox One, which they are, thank goodness. But this is actually supposedly a very decent RPG. Now, being that I just bought these games today, haven't had a chance to play them. I haven't even put them in my Xbox One to install yet. But I'm actually really looking forward to this one. It looks like it'd be a lot of fun. And since I'm an RPG kind of girl, that fits. I'll always like a good RPG. Problem is they're just so long a lot of the time. But yeah, if you look at the box art back here, I'll give you another closer look. There's the front, the spine, nothing much there. Then on the inside, you got the game, of course, which is upside down, and then the manual. One thing, that I miss about games from the past are those lovely instruction manuals. Because I always, when I was a kid, what I would do, just to hype myself up for the game, I would always open the game up and look at the manual on the ride home. Just to, again, kind of get me hyped up for the game. I remember very fondly doing that when I got Pokemon Stadium and Pokemon Stadium 2. I like Pokemon now, but back in the day when it first came out, the first couple generations, I was a fanatic like most other kids out there. But anyhow, I digress. I know I'm going off the beaten path a little bit. So the next ones I'm actually going to show together because they do go perfectly together. And that is Final Fantasy 13 and the collector's edition of 13-2. Now, again, getting off the beaten path a little bit, this is one reason why I was a little irritated that my original plan for the video did not work. Because this was factory sealed when I bought it. So it hadn't been opened, and the previous owner just left it in the shrink wrap. So I was going to break the seal, I was so excited for that, and then, like I said, I was just a little irritated, but I just wanted to show it off. So this is all brand new. Disc has never been used, but we'll take a crack, we'll crack this open, though, so you guys can see what's inside. Now, little backstory for those of you that don't know. Well, first of all, I'm not the biggest fan of Final Fantasy. I don't hate the franchise. There's actually a lot of games in the series that I like, and I'm trying to really get into it. I just never been the biggest fan of Final Fantasy, and that sounds kind of weird. When you say you love RPGs, Final Fantasy is kind of the quintessential franchise for that. But yeah, not the biggest fan, but I'm not a hater either. I do like 7, 8, and 9. Those are probably my favorites at this point. And I did pick up Crystal Chronicles for the GameCube. I just haven't gotten around to playing it yet. But anyway, Final Fantasy 13, for those of you that don't know, is actually renowned as one of the worst Final Fantasy games out there. It had like a ridiculously long opening to the game. I heard someone say it was like 20 hours, which, I can see a game maybe having like a 1 or 2 hour opening, like last gen and current gen games. I know a lot of the Assassin's Creed games, at least the ones the last few years, they usually have somewhat lengthy introductions. I know Syndicate, their opening, I think it was like half an hour, but it's been so long since I played it, which isn't too bad. But 20 hours, I just cannot do. Because I actually do have this, actually back in my collection there too, for the PS3, I do have 13 and 13-2. And I could not get into 13, we'll leave it at that. I never played 13-2, but I do hear it's a lot better. So I'll probably just jump into this one. But anyway, like I said, we're just going to crack open the collector's edition here, which I'm super excited to get. So we're just going to take a look at the cover. And then how you get into the good stuff, you just take the slip cover off. And here it is. And there's the little box that it comes in. Nothing big, just the game's logo on the front. And then how you open this up, you just kind of shake that to get it out. And it comes in a book, basically, which I think is absolutely amazing looking. It actually looks real pretty. There is some artwork on here. I know it might be kind of hard to tell with the lighting and just, phone video is not the best quality. But you go to look inside, and then you got some artwork here. You open it up, there's the game, the manual, and some other inserts are in here as well. And then you get a little mini art book, which I really like it when they have the concept art included, like right inside the game. Now the Yakuza 6 for PS4, the edition that I got had the art book built into the case, which I thought was really neat. So you just kind of go through here. You can see some of the concept artwork. Get a closer look here, some character designs. If I can get a good grip. And then back here, which I thought was interesting, there's some more artwork. You get 4 soundtrack CDs, which I think is phenomenal. Now, I hear in the PAL release of the game, like over in European countries, they got a more detailed concept art book, and I think, I could be wrong, I think they actually had a figurine that got included with this, but I could be wrong. But I don't think they got the soundtrack CD. Again, I could very well have botched that, but hard to tell. Maybe I'll do a little research and do an update like in the video description or something. Alright guys, well that does it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'm sorry for me going off the topic so often and, beating around different things, but I was pretty happy to get this video up. Like I said, I wish I just would have gotten it when this game was still sealed, so I could break the seal and be really excited with you guys, but it didn't happen that way, but we'll try next time. Anyway, again, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, leave a like and comment down below. I'll have a couple links in the video description. It will be a site for Xbox One backwards compatible games. and for the Xbox 360 and the original Xbox, because that's been a thing here lately too. I will have a website for the store that I bought these from. It's called The Exchange. They not only sell video games, but they do sell movies, music, comic books, figurines, manga, you name it. If you're into any kind of fandom like that, they'll have it eventually, or they can order it for you. But again, I'll have a link to that site down below. If there's any other sites that I think you guys might find interesting, I'll put it down there as well. But anyway, again, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Keep on gaming.